Hi everybody, it's Jeff and Nikki from Nightshade Nook Decor. So we are seal coating two sets of custom order coasters. Jeff is pouring the, that's the ding that I forgot to turn my do not disturb on. Jeff is pouring the tabletop Wisebond epoxy on the coasters now. These are the opulent tanzanite mixed with the charcoal black from Meyspring. Both colors are Meyspring colors. So I'm waiting to see what these turn out like. They're looking really, really almost black.
That's what we wanted.
Is that what you were going for?
Well,
I was going for navy.
Well, in my eyes, navy blue and black are hard to pick apart, you know?
It's really hard to say what they look like right now because the epoxy's got all the air bubbles in it, so it looks kind of like it has little stars all in the black, which is kind of cool. See, it depends on the angle. Some of them, they've got like a little purple sheen. I'm really not going to be able to get a good view of what the coasters look like until you torch them.
Yeah.
Because it's just an odd color. But that opulent tanzanite looks like a really, really cool color. Has a lot of purple and blue hues in it.
Yeah.
And that black should have made those purples and blues pop a little bit. So once he finishes pouring the epoxy on top of the coasters, he's just going to kind of go around and make sure the sides and everything are all covered and leveled out. And then he will release the surface tension on them. And then we're just going to let them, well, I'll go over the torch so we can see the color a little bit better. And then he's just going to let them set for a few days so that he can scuff them and then do the flood coat on them. So I'm interested to see how these initials are turning out too. So this was a custom order from a customer of ours who's ordered a ton of cutting boards actually. So she had wanted, these are all gifts that she's giving to someone. So she had wanted their initials carved into them. So I'm kind of curious how those initials turned out too with the epoxy. So like I said, now he's just kind of going around the edges of them, making sure there's an even coat of epoxy and that it's sealing up the wood or that the wood's absorbing it. Are these maple?
Yeah.
I feel like we go in bouts of like maple, 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 and then there's oak thrown in there randomly just to throw me off.
Yeah, I think we've got a lot of maple around right now.
It's really pretty wood. I don't know, I kind of like, I almost wish that when the epoxy gets torched, that it stays kind of starry like that. It looks really cool. I don't, you look in the camera.
Oh, yeah.
It looks very, very starry and very cool. These would be like the perfect midnight sky color for coasters.
It's funny how it looks different in the camera than what it looks like in, with your naked eye.
Right. Yeah, it looks like a very, very navy blue sky with hints of purple in it and lots of stars. Very, very pretty coasters. It's funny how the purple's just kind of swirled in there. And I don't even know if I'd really want to call that purple. It's like a mixture of purple and navy. It's somewhere in between the two. You are less chatty than you normally are. So we've got a lot more custom order coasters coming up today. Jeff was going through some of our stock wood and cutting it up today. I did do some videos of that. I do still need to prep the start to finish day in the life of a coaster video. We got busy with other things last night, so I didn't get a chance to finish that one up. But it is on my to-do list. I think these coasters turned out pretty good. And this is only half of her order, right? There's still 2 more sets.
No, there's 1 more set.
Okay. I felt like there was 4. I don't know why.
Well, we're going to make 4, but she ordered 3.
Okay. Well, I don't know if it stays like that, I would just sell them as Starry Night coasters. They're very, very cool. And as the epoxy is sitting on it more, they're getting more navy and less black looking, which I like. I don't know if you've noticed that.
No, kind of busy here.
Kind of busy? Working and doing your thing?
Doing my thing.
And I'll have to do it. I'll have to finish up that video too, because I know Meyspring likes it when we mix their colors. And that opulent tanzanite with that charcoal black's really, really cool. Even the pour video in this came out really, really good. What do you think? You happy?
Yeah, so far.
Okay. Yeah, I just think it's a stunning color. So what do you have left to do? You've got Steelers coasters to do. You've got Buffalo Bills coasters to do. We've got Mets coasters to do.
We've got more Eagles coasters to do.
More Eagles coasters.
We've got a couple beach coasters to do.
Beach coasters. You are like the coaster king. I like how as the seasons changed, like all through fall and winter, you were like the cutting board king. And now that spring and summer are here, you're like the coaster king.
It's true.
I really think it's because it's entertaining and stuff. It's just, coasters are a good thing to have. Especially as all the restrictions have let off, people are more apt to entertain. So I think your cutting board days are coming back soon. So now he's just kind of going over them and relieving the surface tension on them. That's just to kind of help the self-leveling epoxy level and obviously break the surface tension and make sure that there aren't any dimples or, I don't know, bubbles or pock marks that are on the top of the coaster. And then once he's done doing this, he's going to fight with those gloves. And then go through and torch when we can see what the actual color looks like. It's cleared up a lot. Like a lot of those little stars that were in there from the milky epoxy have gone out. And you can really see the navy blue. Plus, as you torch them too, it kind of makes the wood a little bit darker. That was a lot of air bubbles in there.
Yeah, definitely gonna have to go back.
It's such a neat process watching you do that because you get to watch the bubbles all pop as the torch hits it. Those are really, really, really pretty. Excuse me.
Really does look like navy blue though, huh?
It does. It does. Especially in the light here.
I see a slight purple hue, but for the most part, it really looks navy.
You see that?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, no, they look really cool. I think you did a great job. I like them.
Thank you.
I think you did a good job with the initials, too, which I know is not your forte.
Yeah, at least I didn't have to cut them with a stiletto.
Like the berry board. You did a great job on the berry board. All right, guys, so that is how these coasters turned out. These are going to be New York Yankee coasters, so once the seal coat has sufficiently dried, we'll end up putting the Yankee decals on them and then do the flood coat, and then they're done, and there'll be no more videos of them. I won't say done and over because you still have work to do on them after that. I think they turned out really pretty. It's amazing how different the color is now from when you first poured the epoxy on it.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I mean,
It's
we
such a
said it always
change.
changes. And these, honestly, they almost look like they're color shifting. Like if you look at them one way, they're purple. You look at them another way, they're navy, you know?
Oh, I see you. Yeah, as I tilt the camera, it kind of changes them some.
Yeah.
It's very cool. The closer you, it's funny, the closer you get, the more navy they look. They have a lot of nice texture in them, too. I think these are very cool. All right, guys. So that is all we have for today. If you guys have any questions or wanted to place a custom order as well and, you know, get some more coasters from Jeff, feel free to leave a comment or send us a message. Other than that, you guys have a great day. Thank you for watching, and we'll talk to you later.